Hello, everyone. How are you today? We are now at week 6 for the second quarter in our business ethics and social responsibility subject. Our lesson for today is about action plan in assisting small businesses in practicing ethics and social responsibility. I am your teacher for this lesson, Mary Geraldine Claire M. Delos Reyes. Are you now ready? Please get your ballpen and notebook and let's get started. Our learning competency is at the end of the lesson. You are expected to prepare and implement a proposed personal action plan to assist an existing small business enterprise to practice ethics and social responsibility in their business operation. But before we're going to start, I know that you have already a prior knowledge on how to make an action plan because it was already discussed in your organization and management subject on how to solve business cases and in your reading and writing subject in English. For the objectives, identify the parts and contents of each an action plan. Construct an action plan that will assist small business enterprise to practice ethics and social responsibility and appreciate the importance of an action plan to business. Please open your self-learning module and answer the pre-tests. Let me read the direction. Choose the letter of the correct answer and write your answer in your activity notebook. And check your answer on the answer key provided at the back of your module. Is your answer correct? What is action plan? An action plan is a roadmap that outlines the path between the current situation and the goal to be attained. It is a way to make sure your organization's vision is made concrete. It describes the way you will use its strategies to meet its objective. Consider this conversation of Alice and Chester Cat. Alice, what road do I take? Chester Cat, where do you want to go? Alice, I don't know. Chester Cat, then it really doesn't matter, does it? Imagine Alice is a business enterprise based on the conversation. What do you have to improve on its end and why? The answer is, I need to help to guide Alice because she is lost. She don't know what road she takes and where to go. I will guide her in making strategic plans by means of keeping her on track to complete her goal in a reasonable amount of time. Number 2 question. Suppose you are to give an intervention to Alice's situation. What will it be and why? I need to guide her in making an action plan in order to create a winning strategy that explicitly dictates her timeline, requirements, and resources to achieve her goal. What makes an action plan effective? So we have 3 ways in making an action plan effective. So we have, it should be current, it should be clear, and it should be complete. So, what is current? It means that we need to know more about the current work to judge whether this part of an action plan is up to date. And it should be clear. It means that it should outline who will do exactly what, by, when. And number 3, it should be complete. It means that it must include all the steps that needs to be taken and are arranged in sequential order. We have also steps to create and implement an effective action plan. So we have 4 steps. First, we're going to assess the current situation. And number 2, we need to set SMART goals. Number 3, we need to outline actionable items. And number 4, we need to implement and measure success. Let's discuss first on how to assess the current situation. In assessing the current situation, before determining the course of action, we need to identify first the areas that need to be modified. And also, we will going to consider our resources, capabilities, and competencies. By means of doing that, a person or a corporation can set strategies of working towards achieving their objectives. The team should first establish where they are and the point where they want to be. For the number 2 steps to create and implement an effective action plan, we have set SMART goals. For an action plan to be effective, the goals must be SMART. It should be specific, measurable, attainable, results-oriented, and timely. For the specific, for an action plan to be effective, the objective must be specific rather than vague. Just like for the example, to lose weight as much as possible. So that is vague goals. And if we convert it to specific goals, it should be to lose 5 kilograms for the next 60 days. Another example of vague goals, to increase sales as much as the business can. And for the specific goal, to increase sales up to 5% for the next quarter. Another is measurable. When we say measurable, an effective action plan has goals that can be quantifiable. This allows a way to measure the degree to which a goal has been attained. Example, to lose 5 kilograms for the next 60 days. Number 2, to increase sales up to 5% for the next quarter. In this example, the quantifiable elements are the 5 kilogram weight loss target and a 5% increase in sales. Another is attainable. Goals should be realistically attainable within the time frame and resources available. Next is results-oriented. Goals should be written beginning with the word to follow by result-oriented verb. Example, to increase, to decrease, to complete. Verbs that imply tactics used to accomplish goals should not be used. Example, to implement. Number 5 is timing. Goals must specify the target date or deadline by when it should be attained. It should give a time frame to execute the action. The number 3 steps to create and implement an effective action plan is outline actionable items. This is the list of steps that must be taken to achieve the goals defined in the previous steps. The team or the organization should list down all the processes and steps they will follow. They should note down all the activities to be executed, people responsible, and the due dates. The entire team should participate in this step and have all documents to make them aware of their responsibilities and rules in the project. They need also to prioritize tasks and set deadlines. The team may recognize the lists and develop a priority order for the tasks. The team leader should consult people in charge of specific rules and know their capacity before setting deadlines. They should also set milestones. The milestones will help the team to keep track of their end objective. The milestones allow the responsible people to look forward to something and act as motivating factors. They need also to identify the required resources. They should establish a source of funds before initiating a plan for the project. Besides, the team should establish budget for all the activities in the project. They need also to visualize their action plan. They should make people understand the progress of its plan. They should make the document available to all people and should be editable. Number 4, steps to create and implement an effective action plan is to implement and measure success. It means executing the action plan. It entails the following steps in adhering to the timelines. So we have here a sample action plan. So the content of an action plan is the objectives, the tasks, the success criteria, the time frame, and the resources. For the objective, it includes the list of goals. Example, to increase the number of employees from 30 to 40 employees at the end of January 2021, so as not to overload existing employees with the workload. For the task, you will going to include there what you need to do to achieve the goal. Example, to make a poster for job opening, conduct interview with the applicant, and train the qualified applicants to be ready. For the success criteria, you will going to include there how you will identify your success. Number of contract signed for January 2021. For the time frame, you're going to include then when you need to complete the tasks. So you're going to put there January 31, 2021. For the resources, what or who can help you complete the tasks. So, for the resources, you are going to tap the human resource. Activity 2. In your notebook, write down 10 goals that you would like to accomplish in the next 5 days. Remember to make it SMART goals. It could be a financial goal or educational goal or etc. Number 1. If you could accomplish only one goal on your list and you can accomplish it in 24 hours, which one goal would you have the greatest possible impact on your life? Encircle it. With the selected goals, set a deadline for achieving the goal and make a list of actions that you can think to achieve the goal. For the summary of the lesson, we have an action plan is a roadmap that outlines the path between the current situation and the goal to be attained. What makes an action plan effective? It should be current, clear, and complete. The steps to create and implement an action plan should be: assess the current situation, set SMART goals, outline actionable items, and implement and measure success. And the parts of an action plan are objective, tasks, success criteria, time frame, and resources. For the pause test, directions. Suppose you have observed businesses that do not practice ethics and social responsibility. Write your description of the issue of the businesses. Complete the action plan after. So you're going to include the objectives or list of your goals, the tasks, what you need to do to achieve the goal, success criteria, how you're going to identify your success, time frame, by when you need to complete the tasks, and resources, what or who can help to complete the tasks. For the rubrics, we're going to have the issue description and importance, the SMART goals, and action proposal. So we have 1 point if you do not describe and explain the importance of the issue. The goals are vague and does not list action. You are going to get 3 points if you briefly describes the issue and its importance. Attributes of effective goals are not complete and list actions but doesn't explain its importance. And you will going to get 5 points if you thoroughly describe the issue and its importance. Goals are specific, measurable, attainable, results-oriented, and have a target date. And clearly explains the action proposal and the importance in details, steps to achieve it.